Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome y'all back to the channel. My name is Chris with a beard, and I got the wife over here, Brittany, without a beard. And we're currently undergoing a evolution name change here. I got some positive feedback, constructive, so Beard and Beauty Eats is currently no more, and I took the feedback that I got under careful consideration, that nobody wants to hear chomping in your ear. I mean, if you do, I mean, there's other videos out there of people eating. So I just thought of the name probably about 5-10 minutes ago of a more suitable professional way of titling these series of videos. So we're now going to be known as Beard and Beauty Speaks. We got the little guy in the back, so you might hear some cooing and everything like that. So Beard and Beauty Speaks. We're going to continue with the... Yeah. Going to continue with the episodes and not completely start over, just looking at it as an evolution. So we are now on episode 5. That is crazy. We're going to steer away from the beard content and beard talk here on out. I have plenty of other videos talking about that, so I wanted to introduce this channel, you know, talking about it, but now it's time to move on, and I wanted to talk today about marriage and relationships. We have been married for almost a full year now.
Yeah.
And, not yet, but in March will be a full year. So, what do you think so far?
It ain't too much different besides the fact that you really got to start thinking that you're a whole now.
Mm-hmm.
There you got to make decisions together, not just one person can make decisions now, because it affects both people now.
Yep. Some of the benefits of, you know, getting married, and I don't want people to take this the wrong way that you should get married just for this reason, but one of the benefits of marrying your best friend and soulmate is your car insurance goes down. At least
Not
for
really.
us. At least for us it did.
But I think it more, I don't know if it was the marriage or the accident that made it go up, to be honest, because
Right.
honestly I was paying less. But I think it was mainly the accident.
Well, didn't you say when we got married it went down like $50?
I don't remember.
I don't remember exactly.
I thought it went down, but then it went back up. So I don't know if it was just because it was a renewal. I don't know if it was from the accident. I don't know what.
Maybe it was a wedding present. Here you go. And for 1 month only, you know, your insurance is going down. I mean, there are pros and cons to getting married, you know, as far as like taxes and, you know, minor things here and there that they kind of get you with, but it's all worth it if, you know, you really love the other person. And, you know, we've seen a lot of people in and out of relationships out of the 7.5, almost 8 years we've been together, that have been married and, you know, cheated on their spouse and went through divorces, and people that have been together for years and they've just now separated. So what do you think of that? I've given you my take, given that to the viewers, and how it affects other people around you and how it makes you feel good that you're still standing strong with your partner.
Pretty much what you just said, pretty much.
Nothing to add, no details.
I always said I was never going to get married to get divorced, so we better figure this shit out. Excuse my language, we should figure this crap out, because we ain't getting divorced, so.
Yeah. I'd only want to get married once, because the divorce process is, I mean, you think getting married is a process, you know, with the planning and paying for the venues and however you do it, whether it's justice of peace, but getting divorced is so much more complicated. I don't know if I don't think I've ever asked you, have you witnessed or like seen the whole process happen before?
No.
No.
I've never been around anybody who really in the middle of being divorced or anything.
I haven't seen the whole process, but I know it's very emotional and very stressful, especially if there's kids involved. Even if you're not getting married and say you're engaged or, you know, just dating and you have kids, it's a lot of people don't put into perspective on how it really affects the kids. I mean, they're watching this happen no matter what age, and oh no, mom and dad are not living together anymore, and they tend to act out. Carson did for a little bit. I think he acted out, and he didn't really realize and understand. I mean, he does now to a point, but it was an emotional process for him. And it's like, oh, mommy's got another guy, and like, is he gonna do the same type of thing? You know, you really got to take those, you know, thoughts in perspective, and it's not just kids; it's other family. You know, your sister and your mom and your dad and everybody was affected.
My dad was I think the most, I don't know how to put it, like, he was the one who started, I think, welcoming you the first, to be honest, like, the first person, because he shocked my mother by shortly into a relationship being like, well, why doesn't he just move in with her? And my mom was like, whoa, they've only been together for a couple months.
Yeah.
But he saw something that nobody else saw yet.
Yeah. Which is crazy, because I'm sure all you guys and gals out there know, dads are pretty protective, and you got to win I mean, if you're going to win anybody over, you got to win the dad over, and you got to really prove yourself. And, you know, I feel confident and comfortable that when we got married, you know, before, you know, he passed, that the way he held my hand, it's kind of like,
take care of her.
Yeah, he was passing the torch, and that I knew from there that, you know, I had a job to do, and I'm still doing it, and I'm still working on it. I'm not perfect, and I do make mistakes. Marriage is work, relationships are work, and is just trying to prove every day that you can be the sole provider. Not that, you know, she works. She's a hard-working woman. It's not like she can't do things by herself, but me as a man, and it's my duty to protect the family, even if I'm scared. It was the other night. Well, not the other night, but we say a week or two ago.
When?
We heard that gunshot.
Oh.
It was a gunshot up where we live. And I think it was at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, I jumped out of bed, and it freaked me out as much as, like, I was scared, I ain't gonna lie. And check on the kids, you know, looking around. I didn't go outside, but I think I did, and looked around real quick. And so it's like those moments right there is trying to be, you know, protect the family, and, you know, that's my duty. And, you know, the promise that I made when I married my wife over here. So, got anything to add for marriage advice or newly marriage advice?
Being sure you're truly committed to that person, and that you're willing to sacrifice, because both parties will eventually have to sacrifice in the relationship, the marriage. and learn how to work as a whole, not as two separate people, because once you become married, you're one whole person. Or not two anymore, you're one.
Yep. Together as one, which is part of the intro. So on that note, I couldn't have said it any better than that. Stay tuned for the next episode. You're not going to want to miss it. Chris with a beard, out.